Hello,
Good
everybody.
evening.
Just making sure that
Test, test, test. Can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Hi,
perfect.
Donna. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Fern and Maria and Nicole. And that's the only people I see right now because they're all on the top. You're all on top right now. That gallery. And Donna and Suzanne and Carmen and Tracy and Lynn and Kelly and Devin and Robin and Laura and Mary Ann and Anne Marie and Sue and Darlene and Diane and Zoom Room. I don't know who that is. Susan and Kevin. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing?
we are here.
We're here.
We're here.
Yay!
It's been nice to be off for a nice last little bit. We needed it. Let's just say we needed it. We needed time off. It first started with us disconnecting from social media for a while. Then we came back slowly to social media, and then we're just needed the time off. So we thank everybody for thank you everyone for letting us having our time off. We're slowly gonna start doing our routine. Step might still not come back till after our trip. We kind of been kind of delaying Step. Not just that, we were both injured in
Uh-huh.
some ways right now. So I thank you everybody for saying that you missed us. Love, like we
Yes.
missed you guys too. We won't lie. Even though we took the break, we still were thinking we saw you guys post
Oh,
and
yeah.
we still saw things happening. So it's not like we disappeared completely, but we tried to.
We just love how the group has still been like active,
Yes,
so active. And
all
there
the
are some shout outs that we want to give
kickstanders.
out for, of course, there's a few shout outs out there like Carmen and Linda. You guys hosting those Sunday night, absolutely phenomenal idea. I love that you guys took that upon yourselves and said, hey, we can still do something and chat with each other. Thought that as absolutely amazing. So cool.
And as we've been taking a time off, we've also been doing some work behind the scenes. So that's another reason why we've had to take some time away. Almost every night after work has been working on Kickstarter and getting everything ready for the summer
Yeah, and the cookbook.
and the
And
cookbook.
the cookbook, and guess what?
And
Working on the third one already. Can you
and
believe it? Like,
and and
actually, yeah, I'm ahead of the game this time.
yeah, he has to do two more recipes, and then the third one's ready. So the third one will be coming out in next winter.
Yes.
So it'll be two cookbooks a year. So you won't. This is the second one for this year. So if you order the one in winter, which was at the beginning of the year, and you order this one, those are all our cookbooks. And Kickstart's recipes will pick from those two books. So that's how you'll be able to still use your old cookbook because the recipes are already there for you. So you'll have those. And yes, the Kickstart book came out. It was a labor of intense love. I just to give you guys an idea of how this all started, I kind of threw everything and I was like, maybe I should have an orientation. So then I had the orientation. I'm like, maybe I should move this here. And so, anyways, I ended up reordering all of Kickstart. Orientation week is all set up. If you guys go to the dashboard on the website right now, this website's all ready. Everything is there for you to read already. So if you want to take a gander and see what's coming up this summer, you can go check what the physical tasks are every day. You can go check our guests that are coming. You can check the fitness challenge.
You
You
can
can check,
register for the actual events. You can
yeah.
actually,
And I also added the actual Zoom links to your daily guide. So if you go on the dashboard and you click on Access Daily Guide or Access Orientation Guide, those are your daily tasks every day you'll be doing throughout Kickstart.
and don't worry about all
Yeah.
this.
So
We'll explain all this through orientation. So
yeah,
he's like giving you, no, I thought he was going to give you the Coles notes. He's going into details,
I
man.
worked a lot.
Details.
Fun. You get to show your
Not
recipes.
saying you didn't work a lot.
I'm just trying to list out all the stuff that I worked on. So the book is 256 pages. We did talk, I did post on Facebook the price. So the cost just to print the book is $37 and we put it at 40. So we're literally getting not much per book, which is fine. We don't care. But there's also a PDF version available on our website. And what we're telling people, a lot of people say, well, how can't you guys do it off of Amazon? It is very hard. One of the only other options we could do is that we would have to order all the books here and then package them all in our own envelopes and bring in the Canada Post. And we don't
Just
have the
don't have the
time. We
capacity
don't
of
have the
doing that.
capacity or time to do that. So we need to use Amazon. But if you don't want to, if you're boycotting Amazon, I know some people in Canada
We have no
are.
issues with that.
If you are, you can print the PDF from our website, and then you can actually then take the PDF once you purchase it and go to regular store and say, "Can you bind this for me with a nice coil wrap?" It said that's another way you can do it instead of doing it from buying the book on Amazon. If you do not
And
want,
we're okay if you decide to do that. There's no worries whatsoever. And again, you all know that the book's not mandatory,
you know,
so you don't even need to purchase it if you really don't.
but if they want our first
Our first stories
story,
in it, of course.
our first story's in it. So there's a reason why it's a little longer, because the first about 20 pages
I don't know how long that.
are.
No, I just wrote the story.
So if you want to know how Jean-Luc and Nick met, and also what our first ever online chat was, because we met online and I guess it's a kind of a cool thing now, but back then I was a nerd and I saved the conversation. And who would have known that saving it that back then would make it available like 16 years later? We still have our first. Can you imagine you with your husbands and wives, the first time you met them, if you had that conversation still? We do.
We actually
We actually have
we
it.
put it in the book.
Yeah,
The
it's
actual
in.
fog. No,
No edits.
no edit.
So we apologize if it's a little risque for some of you, but we decided to just leave it no edits. We're honest. So we thought we'd just leave it as
isn't bad
is.
at all, trust me.
And there's old phone numbers in there too.
Yeah,
If you try calling those, it's not us
it might
anymore.
belong to
They
somebody else.
belong to somebody else now because we don't have those phone numbers anymore. So that's another reason why the book is a little longer. And we're going to be doing that every Kickstart going from now on. We're going to share a story from our past, something that we've gone through, or a trip we've been to, and include some pictures and some stuff from those trips so you guys can learn a bit more about us, because that's something that people always ask. We get asked all the time how we met. Now that just it's on. And maybe at some point when we've done all this, we can give it to someone we know who wants to do a book for us that we're going to hire to do a book. We can put all that and then create a book.
Definitely, definitely. Always good to have goals, right, everybody? Right?
Do you want to talk about
I do actually. We're gonna talk about I'm gonna bring in, so you guys all know a couple weeks ago, right? Didn't we all not? Okay, who I want to see who was successful with their sourdough starter that we did. Was anybody successful? Me neither. I was not successful. Giselle
died?
unfortunately did not make it.
Rest in
She
peace.
ended up getting the what they
Rest
call
in
the hooch,
peace.
I think it's on top, which is just, and I could not revive her. No, but oddly enough, we went to a Rustic Mama weekend almost right afterwards, and Jen from Rustic Mama was teaching how to make sourdough starter. So she hooked me up. She helped me. I actually have Carrie Bradshaw now. Yes, Carrie Bradshaw from Sex in the City. She makes a lot of bread for us.
She's bred in the city.
She's bred in the city, bred in the city. And so I actually have an active starter going, and I've actually had it now.
Made really good bread.
I made 3 sourdough loaves yesterday. I also even have a discard now in my fridge. So I actually have discard, which you can actually make bread with. This discard is what that excess sourdough starter that you're not going to use.
He made this loaf.
I made a loaf of bread yesterday with the leftover, the discard. So it's actually really cool.
And
it takes time to figure out how to maintain it.
Yeah.
And once you do, like for example, yesterday, Carrie was gone. I thought I had killed Carrie as well.
It takes no time. I just get bread.
Just eats it.
I just get bread.
But I thought I had killed Carrie completely. I thought Carrie was gone. And luckily I had Jen. I sent Jen a message right away and I'm like, what do I do? So she told me to dry feed her and boom, she rose again today. I'm going to feed her again tomorrow. And that'll be 3 days. She was active before, so she slowed down. Now she'll be reactivated by the tomorrow, and I should be able to make another sourdough loaf this weekend. So,
yeah, so
it's fun. I'm not gonna lie; it's a lot of work.
We're switching also to whole wheat dough now.
I'm now switching to whole wheat flour.
I was asking, I was like, can we maybe just start switching to whole wheat? Yeah. I love bread and all, but it is.
And I don't want to make it all the time. It's not something that I want consistent. Right now, I'm figuring how to make it. So now, once you have an active starter in your fridge, you can just like reactivate it and then just make bread whenever you feel like it. You don't need to carry that much sourdough starter with you all the time.
So 2 things we want to let you guys know. You guys are probably wondering from the winter session, where are the prizes? Don't worry. This Sunday we will be drawing the 3 winners for the $50 gift cards of your choice. So we'll talk to you. We'll figure out what you want. And also the prize for the Diamond Achievers. So 102 people achieved Diamond on Kickstart. So you will all be put into a draw to win a Rustic Mama weekend. So we are excited for the draw this Sunday. This Sunday is just going to be another just chat, catching up. We are kind of still taking it easy with our chats right now. And on Sunday, we'll also open the room for you guys to come and chat with us, so you can guys ask us questions. We're ready to talk about Kickstarter, anything that you guys have questions about, or
And we
cookbook,
want
or
to hear
anything.
what you guys have been up to. Like, we want to talk. We want to hear what you guys have been doing. How has Kickstand been treating you? Have you been able to work on some of your commitments?
I haven't been on shape in
He has
days.
been. I have not lost my streak. I'm still on my streak. I'm still down from when we started. But you know what? I'm maintaining, and that's where I'm happy right now, because that's what Kickstand's all about, is maintaining what I've already done. I'm not focusing on trying to lose anything right now. I'm just focusing on being where I'm at and being happy with that, and then start again in the next couple of weeks. So
Yes, we've reintroduced something at home. So we are also snacking a bit more right now, which
yeah,
is not good. But we are leaving at the end of the month to go on a cruise.
yes,
So we have a pre-booked cruise that we had to take this year because it was my when I had COVID last time I went on the cruise, and I had COVID and I was locked in our room for 5, 6 days. So we had a credit that we had to use this year. So we booked it last year for this upcoming end of the month. So we are going to the
it's actually the
Bahamas.
beginning of the next month.
Yeah, we're going to the Bahamas on a cruise. Leaving for Florida on
The 28th.
the 28th, the Saturday morning, and we leave for a cruise on the Monday. And we are going to Key West and Bahamas.
And we're super excited because, oddly enough, and I think we mentioned this to you guys before, but our good friends of ours happened to be booked on the exact same cruise, and we had no clue. It was not planned. So it's kind of fun that we're going to actually go spend a week with these really good friends who we've cruised with in the past.
And I won't lie. So we have the suite. So when we rebooked this cruise, we booked from 6 days to 4. And so when we were booking as well, there was a sales buy one, get second 75% off. So we were able to book a suite. So we are actually going to be in a big
Apparently, we have a
room.
butler.
Here with a butler. So we can't wait to see this. We've never done this before. We have to go to the fancier restaurant. We have a private pool area. So it'll be kind of nice.
It'll be a nice little getaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a nice little getaway, and especially some heat. I just need some warmth and heat.
We will be online throughout the trip, but maybe a little more. This is a true vacation. So we are right now. That's why we're still kind of slowly getting back to things, because we're still kind of getting some time back. Now that Kickstart and the cookbook are ready, we have time to kind of just relax a
The
bit
only
now.
thing I need to work on now is the games, because I
Yeah,
haven't
the
gotten
Friday
those.
games.
The Friday games, which we did mention, some of them will have a live component. You'll know those. They were not in the book, but this is something that you'll know ahead of time, that tonight 7 p.m. or this Friday at 7 p.m. go live, and we'll actually be playing the game live. So just so that way you guys are aware of that as well. So you want to talk about this weekend?
Yeah. So last weekend we did something very interesting.
Well, first things first, we did Farm Boy on Saturday.
Yes.
So we had a group of people from Kickstart and Kickstand join us at Farm Boy. We actually went out for lunch first. We went to the Pickle Barrel. I have a TikTok out there. Nick hasn't posted the video yet.
No,
but
I'm behind.
he's behind on that.
I caught up with the photos.
Okay.
And I've been, like I said, I've been focusing. And not just that, I forgot to mention that one
So
thing.
let's finish this first.
Okay.
And then
I'll forget. Okay, I'll forget. I'm
Write
going
it
to write it down.
Write it down. Because then we'll be like, squirrel,
Yeah.
squirrel. So we ended up going to the Pickle Barrel.
That's
There's
why
a
we're
video on that. It was a
snackish.
lot of fun. It was a lot of fun just to see everybody get together again. And then we all shopped. What was really funny, we went to Farm Boy, and it's awkward to go shopping with a group of people, like, honestly, because you normally shop on your own, you're walking. But with a group of people, you're like walking, you stand in the middle, and then you start talking to someone, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, other people want to get by. Maybe I should move. But you don't realize it till, like, there's a group of you, like, around the potatoes or a group of you around the cucumbers. I ended up meeting two lovely ladies who I gave my business card to because they were just so sweet, and I had to do it. So I gave them my business card. Then after that, what did we do?
So after that, we came back to our condo, and as you all know, we have our meow tounts. So those are the wonderful ladies who watch our cats. And to give you guys a backstory, when we had Keiko's back with us last year, he had diabetes, and so we could never travel anymore without having someone here to give him insulin every 12 hours. And so when that happened, these ladies graciously
Well,
stood
we
up.
asked,
No, they volunteered.
but we
We asked and they volunteered.
Oh, by the way, do you need sitters? No, we like,
And
is
it,
anybody willing to sit?
and I'll say this, it saves us so much because back in the day with Keikos, we could not have afforded being able to go away to pay the amount of cost to hire an actual like pet sitter through one of the pet sitter apps out there. So we're really grateful. And so because we don't pay them, we instead do events and things, dinners and get-togethers with them to pay them back. So that's what this was this weekend. They came over.
We had
We had a
charcuterie.
charcuterie. Whoa!
That was a secret mission. While they were at Farm Boy, they had to pick items that they wanted to see on their share. And it wasn't CHER, it was CHARE, charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
So we were sharing
SHA.
everything.
Share SH. You said CH.
I said SH. CHER, I just said, and then SHARE is the other one.
Yes. Okay. You
That's
said
what I said.
CHRE.
Okay. We won't go there.
Char.
So we ended up having them sneak some stuff into the basket. We had a great charcuterie, and then just got to hang out with them and actually see them while we were here. Like it's so funny because they come to our condo and they spend time with our cats, but we don't get to actually spend time with them because by the time we come home, they leave. So to actually thank them on a personal level for doing that for us, it means the world for us. And it's priceless. Honestly, there's no way we can repay them for that because we know that our kitty cats are well taken care of.
Let's just say I don't leave home with anxiety anymore.
Never.
When I used to leave on weekends, I used to feel anxious about the cats. Now I never do because I know they're always taken care of. So it's really a good,
But it was a fun packed weekend because on Sunday we also did Wallace artistry and no artistry. My God, I can't think. Wallace artistry in glass. So what ended up happening is rotisserie. Yeah. Art. I can't even say the word anymore. Artistry. Yes. We both are. Oh, thank you so much, Dee. You're so. Thank you for saying that. So we ended up meeting Beth. Beth is a lovely lady. We met her a few years back on a trip. Her and her partner Francis, and Beth works. It does like stained glass artwork, and she has a studio in her house, in Newmarket. And so one of our lovely members, Heather Charlotte, sent us a message earlier on, and a group of us who had met Beth on one of our trips, and I want to say it was Dominican, said, let's get together as a Dominican group and go do some artwork with Beth. And oh, wow. We tried to plan it for Christmas time. It didn't work out, but we planned it for this past weekend, and it was incredible. She actually showed us how to cut glass. She helped us create these beautiful mosaic design plates that there are 2 videos out on TikTok right now as well.
They're coming soon as well.
They are coming soon on Facebook, but such a cool experience. If you have the opportunity ever to go do something like this, do it. It was insane. And you know what? All of us walked away kind of going, oh, I don't know if I like mine. I don't know if I like mine.
I still don't like mine.
I love yours. I love them all. They were all so unique and different because everybody has a different way of working with the glass. And she had different samples for us to go by. So
yours and Tia's are definitely the best ones.
I don't know about that.
See, right, Lynn? Yeah, I agree. We have 2 votes. Tia's not here.
Mine was very I didn't complicate things for me. I used the shapes that were already pre-cut in some of the glass and then just made it work.
I cut tons and
tons of little shapes out.
Yeah.
So
I was good at that. I was good at cutting glass.
I'll say this. Yeah, you were great at it. And I'll say this. Nick was afraid that he wasn't going to enjoy it, but I think he actually did because it's not like painting. So if you're not a painter or someone who likes to draw,
is that I'm not creative. So
I wish I had pictures. Do you have pictures?
We'll have the plates eventually.
Yeah. But you did post pictures of them, did you not?
No.
I thought you did.
Oh, I think I did, but it's the before, not
but still, to get an idea. So that's what we did this weekend, which was a lot of fun.
And yes, you can do this. So if you're in the Ontario area, and that's one of the things that we are actually going to be posting. I just posted tonight, or I'll be posting soon for Rustic Mama. For those of you who are in the Toronto or Ontario, the province of Ontario, you guys can come to a Rustic Mama weekend this summer and hang out with us. You can go do stuff in Newmarket, go to a glass art place to do some glass art. So look in your areas, do things that you want. For those of you who
There's a
want to
lot of
travel and do things in your own province.
Yeah, and even at that, there's a lot of things that are offered in your own community
Yeah.
centers. Go check out those community centers.
There's free stuff to do in Toronto. There's so much stuff to do around here. And I know that Jean-Luc and I this summer, we're going to be doing some of this stuff because again, this summer there's less. We're going to be off this summer. We're not going to have a kickstart during the summer. It's going to end in June. So June, July, August will be our time off this summer. But we'll be doing events like we did last year. So when we go to Windsor, we'll go do something in Windsor. When we visit Sudbury, we're supposed to be doing a barbecue. So we're going to be doing stuff throughout Ontario this summer. And so if we are coming to your area, come hang out with us. And if you're not coming to your area, but you want to do some a weekend away, come and join us at Rustic Mama. That's exactly another way for you guys to come and meet us. Come hang out with us for a full weekend. It's I'm pretty sure everybody that leaves the Rustic Mama weekend after meeting us thinks it was quite a interesting weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think people will agree.
Definitely.
Are you
Definitely.
ready?
I am so ready.
Okay, we're ready. So as you all know, we lost our dear Epicure. And we loved the product.
We did.
We are not happy with how things ended, but we are no longer talking about that. That's done. We're moving on.
Yeah, we move on, we move forward. I'm still using all the products that I still have. I'm not getting
Just
rid of
don't
it.
share it.
I love it. But my thought process right now is, why am I going to share the product if we're not even, you're not even potentially able to get it? Because there's still no, just to let you know, there's still no word on if it's being sold to another company. That is still
We
up
have
in the
no
air.
idea.
A lot of, and I'm going to be very honest before we even get into this, a lot of people have not even been paid yet for the work that they did prior. A lot of people have not received product yet. And there's a lot of sales out there saying, hey, buy stuff 75% off. So be very leery, because we don't know where it's coming from. So I just want to make sure that everyone's cool with that. So on the other hand,
So after Epicure left building, we kind of were left in a situation where, well, we love spices, so we don't want to stop, buying spice combos and trying things. That's just who we are. And so we started looking around, and what's funny is that the people that are used to be Epicure reps, all of them are moving on to different things.
Yeah.
So you can see it. And we're in an Epicure group. Laura's our former Epicure leader.
she's the one that told us about this one.
Everybody in that group is all going off to different things. And so we tried looking around the ones that were going around, and this is the one that
Laura's the one that
Yeah.
suggested that I reach out to somebody by the name of Shay.
Yeah.
And so I went to one of her meetings, and I started listening about this. And then I actually had a one-on-one meeting with Nick and her and I, and we decided to just go in full force. Not full force, but we finally got our very first Sunset Gourmet
Now,
box.
this is a Canadian
It's
only
a Canadian
company.
Yeah.
It does not ship to the US, so we will look for other options in the US. So we'll look for other things for those of you to possibly try in the US. But this is a Canadian only company. And so we are trying it for the first time. We've never tried any other products. This is literally the first box we've ordered from them. You want to show them what it is?
Yeah, so they have some like really cool spice mixes. One is called
Oh So Garlic.
And then the other one is Oso Celery. I've always wanted
Oh So
celery.
Celery.
Oso Celery. They also have some pre-made boxes. So this is farm vegetable pan sheet seasoning.
Farm vegetable pan sheet seasoning.
There's a soup mix, a cheddar soup mix. That's what I bought.
Cheddar soup. He doesn't read.
A
cheesy cheddar broccoli soup.
Broccoli soup, yes. An Asiago cheese and spinach.
Dip.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting. This is me knowing that I was going to be making sourdough, but it's a bread mix for cinnamon bread.
Cinnamon chip swirl.
Cinnamon chip swirl. Ooh, and then this is like a gourmet popping flavored popcorn.
Popping with flavor. 4 packets. Gourmet popcorn.
And then they have a dip mix here, creamy tomato garlic dip.
Mm.
And not last, no, one more thing. A fresh harvest garlic oil drizzle. I'm excited for that. I really want to take. Yeah, I want to see what that's all about, because I love drizzles. I love garlic drizzle on like when after you're done cooking something, you just drizzle a little bit on top. Balsamic vinegar glazes. And I know what this is.
He did that the other day. We made mac and cheese. We love mac and cheese, so he made some homemade one, and he drizzled hot
Hot
honey on
honey
it.
on
And
top.
at the end, he didn't finish his pasta, and he gave it to me.
Oh, I totally forgot
And
about that.
I ate. I was like, "Why is this sweet? Like, why is mac and cheese
I
sweet?
love
Who
hot
does
honey.
that?
I love hot
Like,
honey.
who does that?"
And it's nice tasting. Yes, exactly. I love the
I
spice.
understand, but not on mac and cheese.
And oh yeah, on everything. Hot. And then I bought this hot pepper bacon jam.
So for those of you wondering, the company name is Sunset Gourmet. We do have a link, so I'll put it in chat. And again, it's the same thing as when Epicure was around. We don't care if people buy stuff. We just share what we get because we love sharing the products we try. So I'm putting it in chat right now.
It's actually what's really nice too is it came with a booklet and it actually explains there's recipes online. A lot of people have really tried their actual like recipes and said they've been delicious, like really, really good. It's from what I remember reading, it is a nephew and an aunt and nephew who created the company, from what I remember reading. And they're from Winnipeg. They're from Winnipeg, if I'm not mistaken.
Is this Manitoba?
Manitoba, Manitoba.
Manitoba. I was like,
So it's Audrey Stewart and Carrie Bon are the creators and co-founders.
and the reason we picked this because when we were looking at the products that they had, they do have a lot of gluten free, a lot of products, and like I said, it's very similar to what Epicure was doing in terms of their spice blends. So that's why we decided to try it out.
They
So
are a lot smaller of a company. They're not as
yes,
big. So I will be honest, sometimes if the product is very popular, there have been emails saying it's coming soon. It will be out, and they replenish it pretty quickly though. So
yeah. So we'll try it out,
try it out. We'll let you guys know
and we'll give you guys
our honest opinion.
our whatever when it's waged, whatever way the wind will blow.
I'm sure it'll be good because everybody else has been saying how much they've enjoyed it. And what they said they've liked about it is that you don't have to follow, just like what I did with the other place. You don't have to follow the
Place that shall not be
recipes.
named.
You don't have to follow the recipes like they tell you to make them. You can create your own with the same type of spice blend, which is always fun.
So we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Like we said, we're keeping it short and sweet tonight. We're trying to slowly get ourselves back on the bandwagon. Will there be any set classes before Kickstart begins? Likely, probably not. And that's what I was talking about earlier. So there's two things I needed to talk about. One thing is I want to thank all the testers who tested for me on the website. I was able to fix quite a few things, and I think now there's no mistakes. If you're reading the book and you find a mistake, let me know as well, because 256 pages, two people, there's probably going to be some mistakes somewhere. I'm not going to lie. And if there is, let me know and I'll try to correct it. And second thing is step classes. So we most likely won't be doing step classes until we come back from our trip. I have horrible plantar fasciitis on my right foot. I've had it for 2 weeks now and it's been killing me. And Jean-Luc's knee has been hurting him. And so the reason why we've actually not been doing step is not just because we don't want to. It's because we're both in pain right now and it's hurting too much to actually do it. And so we're trying to just let our bodies rest and get back to we're trying to do our best to make sure these places get back to better. And that's why we're trying to rest up and just get the next few weeks to just get back to normal, go on our vacation and on our cruise, relax on our vacation, get some time off. And then when we come back, we'll be almost ready to start Kickstart. And then we'll be all full force for 42 days again. So we know what's coming. You know, tie your fasten up your seatbelts, everybody, because this time is going to be it was fun last time. It's gonna be even more fun this time because there's so much more extra. It's less having for you guys to guess anything. As for you guys who've actually checked out the website, you guys have seen the daily guide. It's all laid out for you. You don't have to look for Zoom links anymore. You don't have to look for a track. Everything is all easy to find now. So I'm hoping that
you know what I think we forgot?
What? I know.
Oh,
I thought about it way earlier.
I just saw it now. It's like we didn't even go live on TikTok.
No. We'll just re-show the products.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Awesome. So we will end the session for tonight. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you on Sunday for our next chat. And for those of you who want to do step, remember they're all recorded.
They're all recorded.
All available on our website. Okay, so you should be able to do step while we're not doing the classes. This is why we record them for you guys, so that you guys can keep going when we can't. And we will be back. So don't worry. We are both looking forward to doing step again. It's just
I like to bring the other one in too. Look at how big
there's
he is.
Maui.
Look how big
Look,
Maui
there's
is.
Floof Tail.
It's Floofy.
We call him Floof Tail.
He's
He's
so
Floof Tail.
cute. He's
So do that instead.
Can you guys hear us now?
We're from the
Okay.
laptop instead.
Yeah, we'll just go
And
to
it
the
says there's out
laptop.
of power. It wasn't charged probably.
Okay.
So that still works. So, update on the kitties. So Saba is actually now able to. We caught Saba and Maui snuggling. We caught them once, ish. They're like this. Saba still hates Peru, and we've kind of realized why. Peru is top dog. Saba is top dog. Maui's like. So Maui will go to anyone, and with whatever top dogs around, we'll just put them in their place. And his belly's back. He's got his hair. His hair is growing back, so he's a lot less stressed. He's no longer throwing up as much because we realized it was his food, so we're feeding him his regular food. But yeah, he still hates his sister.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't like her at all. And she does.
Right.
She backs away right away. She's like, and as for the two of them, they're the most sweetest kitties ever. Peru is the snuggliest thing in the world, and Maui is the craziest cat.
Oh my God.
He broke one of Jean-Luc's elephants, shattered it this week.
It was a Tuskers. For those of you who know about Tuskers, they're collector's items, and it was huge. It was a huge. I've had it for years. My cousin bought it for me, and I'm in the middle of a meeting this week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, because I was asleep.
Nick was sleeping, and I was in a meeting. And luckily, I'm really good friends with my coworker, and so I'm interpreting. And all of a sudden, I'm like, "Oh, just a warning! I have two crazy cats going around me right now because she can't see them because we're like on a video screen just like this." But they're behind, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what's gonna happen?" And right away, I hear bang, boom, smash, and I'm like, "Uh-oh!" So I thought it was one of our vases. I thought it was a vase that my sister had got us for a wedding. And then I turn the corner, Maui's in the corner right by the elephant with his paws down, looking at me, going, "I didn't do it." Like, honestly, giving me that look. And my heart just dropped because I love this elephant. And it was totally broken to the point where I couldn't even salvage it anymore. Like, there was no way. What broke my heart even more, though, is when I turned it over and I was getting rid of it. I looked underneath and it was a collector's item. There was only like 3,000 of this elephant ever made. And what can you do? Sometimes, you know what? You just have to go with the flow. And I still got this guy, even though
He's more important.
guilty. My gosh.
He's biting a lot less. He's.
You know what's really fun with him though? He might not do it tonight though. Can you stand my shoulder?
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. He's a parakeet.
Yeah, he's a parrot cat.
He does that when we're cooking.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We'll see you on Sunday. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. I did cook dinner, by the way.
It was before.
You want to know something even funnier? And you could just
and the live feed
for you Zoomers. So